cars are called to the starting grid. A Repco Brabham Ford in the 1.5 litre brigade is followed by Jim Clark's Lotus, which, like 14 of the other starters, is powered by a 2.5 litre Coventry-Climax engine. Jim Clark looks pretty confident. Perhaps he has a feeling about the outcome of this race. Amongst these 22 cars, drivers and mechanics, there are over a dozen Repco Brabhams. In one of them sits Bib Stillwell, who has been the Australian champion for the past 3 years. In a moment, they'll be off to cover 45 laps of this 2.25 mile circuit, so all eyes are on the starter. Frank Matich makes a good start and leads Graham Hill and Jim Clark off the line. But by the end of the lap, these two squeeze past him, while Jack Brabham is in 4th place. Hill is well in front of Clark, who lost the use of 3rd gear in his 5-speed box during the 3rd lap. Brabham on the 9th lap closes right up to and passes Frank Matich. Meanwhile, Davison has retired with a broken steering wheel. The Coopers of McLaren and Phil Hill are also out. Jim Clark gets used to not having a complete gearbox and begins to catch Hill. Bib Stillwell and his Repco Brabham are comfortably in 5th place. Tyre wear on Jack Brabham's car is proving to be greater than anticipated, so he has to be content to sit in 3rd place while Clark is relentlessly catching Hill. In front of the grandstand, there is activity in the pits during most of the race. Frank Gardner comes in to retire, while Kerry Grunt from New Zealand goes out to rejoin the race. Less than 10 laps to go, and Jim Clark takes the lead, setting a new lap record at 86.35 miles per hour in the process. Meanwhile, Jack actually stopped to look at his tyres, but continued without losing his 3rd place. On the final lap, Jack moves up to 2nd place when Graham Hill spun a few hundred yards from home and rejoined the race only after Brabham, Matich and Stillwell, all on the same lap, had flashed past him. Unaware of Hill's problem, Jim continues to press the Lotus and is now over a minute ahead of Jack, who in turn is only 5 seconds in front of Frank Matich. Jack has won this event for the past 2 years, but his luck was out this time. However, the cars he built have filled all 5 places after the winner. Jim Clark, world champion in 1963 and destined to become the champion in 1965, has shown today all the skill that has earned him these laurels. He overcame the early setback with his gearbox to win a hard-fought race and place himself in a very sound position in the Tasman Championship.